Hey everybody, welcome back. Stephen and John from Daventry European Martial Arts School. We wanted to show you a disarm today. The disarm we are working on today is from the manuscript written in 1409 by Il Fior di Battaglia. In this one, we are going to be working to our inside, covering the inside of our line, so my opponent is throwing a fendente at me. Ready to go?
Ready.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. So, my opponent throws an attack, check measure.
Check and measure.
Are you happy with that?
A little close.
Don't step into me, step to the angle.
Much cleaner.
All right, great. I'm going to start in open iron door, tuta porta de ferro, with my right foot forward. As my opponent throws his attack, I'm going to hit middle iron door with my true edge up, short guard, tuta volta with my foot slightly forward. Then my left hand comes over my right arm, thumb up, thumb down. That clears my space. As I drop my hand underneath, I do a mezza volta, dropping my sword to tail guard, and then continuing my hand in that circle to show him my palm as I cut up underneath his ribs. Go ahead and do that again.
Okay.
Middle iron door, short guard, cover in a crown guard, over, turn my thumb down, mezza volta, tail guard, cut up under the ribs. Can you switch sides, please?
Yes, sir.
Check measure.
Check and measure.
Happy?
Happy.
The attack comes in. And that gives it to me. This time, go ahead and hold on to it.
Yes, sir.
Now, at this point, I have multiple options. Yeah. All right. The attack comes in. I cover. I come around. I hook. And then as I push it down, I don't strike him in the ribs. I do another mezza volta with my pommel to his elbow. Then I just kick the leg. And then re-stomp the groin. All right, ready?
I'm not sure I am.
Boom. And you get lots of things, plus a new sword. All right, one more time and then we'll switch sides and do it again.
All right.
There's my cut. There's my strike and my kick, and then I can get a throw off of that as well. Let's switch sides again, please.
Yes, sir.
We'll do it one more time at that speed, then we'll go slow and go through it one more time.
Yes, sir.
Check and measure.
Check and measure.
Happy?
Happy.
Good?
Good.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Oh, darn.
I almost got it. And then the strike to the belly. I want to go through the parts of this action one more time with both options for you. So the attack comes in, and this is the line I'm worried about. He throws that attack. I lead with my true edge up, find his forte with my foible. Now, if I don't do anything with my feet, I'm still going to get hit because he took an angle with his foot. Remember, you're not walking through the opponent when you're squared up. You're walking past the opponent. It's once you've broken their structure that you can walk through them. So he throws his attack going around me. I do a tuta volta to cover that, capturing him in crown guard or short guard in Fior if I go a little bit lower. The problem is my shoulder's not safe, which is what Fior says. So I'm going to crown guard. Over the top thumb down, underneath, and then I just keep rolling my hand in a circle as I go to tail guard with my sword. Now I have the option of what I want to do. I can complete my circle step to strike him under the ribs. I can do a mezzovolta to break his whole structure. Go ahead and hold on to it, because my whole body is pushing through that shoulder. And when I do this, you got it?
Got it.
You can see his right shoulder, there's nothing behind it. And that's what gives me, come this way. That's what gives me all the advantage of my tuta volta. If I don't tuta volta, I'm now running down his blade and just cutting myself open. But tuta volta changes the angle and he has no support. That's what's going to allow me, as I break his structure, his left arm straightens out a little bit, giving me the target to use my pommel on his elbow. One more time. On this side, then we'll do it the same thing facing the other way.
Got it.
Go ahead. Find, tuta volta, thumb up, thumb down, tail guard, mezzovolta with my extension, mezzovolta for my break at the elbow. I can also, if I've cut up, no, don't move your arm. Turn this way with me. If I've cut up from here and I found him in the arm, I'm going to go flat. I can then use that find into his arm to drive my elbow, or drive my quillen into his elbow. I'm not going to do it to him because he has bare skin on his arms. But that whole thing, that strike to the arm and then sliding down it into the quillen, will definitely do the elbow. Do you agree?
I would definitely agree with that.
Let's switch sides. And go back to right there, please.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, good.
The attack comes in, cover, over the top, strike the ribs or the arms, or, I did that wrong. So here's what I did wrong. I ignored my guards and I went straight to my find, which means, go slow, I went up this way, which means he's just going to cut right through it because I have no structure behind my find. I must go to middle iron door so that I have structure behind the finding of his blade. Keep pushing at me. You can see how much stronger that makes me. What did you feel?
It's a lot stronger. So in the first action, I've actually got your foible on my forte. So there's nothing to displace the line of my strike.
Right.
In the second action, dropping through your middle iron door, you have your pre-alignment. You can find where I am, but by the time I'm getting into extension in the line of my attack, you already have your mezza to my foible, which means that my line has been pushed from here to here.
And I've done one other thing to support my sword.
You've got your hips underneath that.
I did my tuta volta, and my tuta volta, if I'm facing here, I do my tuta volta, that puts me behind my sword, keeping me stronger. Without the tuta volta, this action does not work. You can make it work, but that's all muscle. And what happens if you're tired? Or what happens if he's just stronger? You can't afford to rely on muscle. So let's do it one more time. Ready?
Ready.
I'll do it correctly this time. Maybe.
We'll see.
Go ahead. You all right?
Yep. That
like
popped
going?
right out of my
Surprised
thumb.
If I'd done that at speed, it would have popped out of his thumb, but it would have gone flying that way, not at me.
Yeah.
So the reason that happened, switch sides with me.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing that happened. Go ahead. I did everything here the same. When I came around, I stayed on his sword, and it just pops it right out of his wrist. And there's no way he can hold on to it.
There's no way I can.
So in this action, my ideal is to leave his sword and cut up underneath. If I don't leave his sword, I still have mechanical advantage. And with that, I think we'll stop.
Sounds good.
So do you want to try it?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right. So I'm going to launch my attack at you.
Okay.
Checking measure. Yep, I'm happy with that. Middle iron door, true edge up.
True edge up here.
Find, tuta volta, capture, hand off, over the top, thumb up, thumb up.
Thumb up here.
Then rotate. Now,
as I'm passing
you notice
in.
how that goes around your sword?
It does, yeah.
That moves the shoulder around the sword.
So if I go here, I'm already putting pressure into my sword.
Yeah, so watch this.
And there's my entire point going over. But if I'm here, I actually have that better position.
Until
now,
it's time.
as I go here, I'm now going around your quillin.
Yep.
Into
And
my
then-
step.
And then tail guard. And then one-handed sotani.
Right underneath there.
Yep. And it just pops right up into my ribs.
Yeah.
And if he just does a volta stabile back to his left, it pulls it right out of my hand
Flex it
too.
straight free.
Because all I've got on it right now is my thumbs. Put your fingers down. So that's all I'm holding it with. And when he continues and does a volta stabile, he pulls it against my thumbs and just takes it right out of my hand. Ready?
Ready.
Let's do it one more time. Check and measure.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, ready?
Ready.
There it is. Nice, well done.
Thank you.
We'll stop with that. If you liked what you saw today, please hit the subscription button and the notification button below. I don't know if anybody pays attention to those, but do it anyways, please. And get notified when we put new videos out. Thank you very much for joining us. And John, thank you for your help.
Always a pleasure.
What would you like to add about what we did today?
When it's time to rotate your hand.
What do you mean?
So, and where the first time I tried that, I immediately went thumbs down. And that actually put my arm pushing my blade off position.
It did more than that. Watch this. So if you're facing the camera, thumb down, his shoulders up. Put your thumb up.
My shoulder's down.
Now he has structure. Now all his structure is moving to his right side, which means any pressure to this side
Pulls
moves the
me
whole
over
thing.
here.
It doesn't work the same.
Yeah.
So you have to turn your thumb at the appropriate time.
But beginning with the thumb down position, I don't have the structure to be able to get into the line.
Correct.
So starting with your thumb up until you're ready, until you're in the spot that you need to be, the correct time. That was the really clear piece for me on that.
Nice. Well done. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. And we'll see you at the next video. Thanks again.
Oh, my pleasure.
Take care, everyone.
Stay safe.